All right, I'm here again at Barron Disc Golf Course. Today it's just me and Luna. We're just gonna go have some fun, play 9 holes, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about discs that I'm choosing and why I choose them, and talk through my shots a little bit. All right, so for hole 1, there's no wind today, so I'm just gonna throw my flippiest, pretty straight harp. Last time I was here, they had the basket moved back, but it looks like it's in its normal position today. So I'm just gonna give this a rip and just try to do a little baby hyzer from right to left, right to the basket. Definitely left it out wide. Should have gone with something a little bit more overstable if I was gonna throw like that, but still have a 30-footer to look. Not a great putt. Hole 2, this summer my play on this hole was this Big Z Buzz, and just throw it on a little bit of hyzer and just let it work right to left all the way into the basket. I haven't thrown that in a while because it's been cold, and if there's any kind of wind, I don't really feel comfortable fighting a headwind, which is what it normally is on this hole, with a mid-range for that distance. But today, there's no wind, and my arm's feeling good, so we're gonna go ahead and give the Buzz a try and see if we can still get there. So again, I left it pretty wide, just like hole 1. Got a hole high though, so it wasn't the disc's fault. I just didn't put it on the right angle and didn't get it left far enough. But got about a 48-footer here, so still a look. Right over the top. All right, hole 3. I've tried lots of different plays on this hole and had success with all of them, but since the big willow tree came down, I've been pretty consistently throwing the hyzer over the top. Definitely works. It's definitely not the shot that the hole calls for. It's really a forehand or turnover shot, but a thumber. But I like throwing the hyzer, so that's what I go for on this hole. I'm going with my gator with my custom art by my niece Abby, and hopefully this cures my late release wide streak. That shot was really close to what I wanted, but I didn't push it quite far enough, so it caught the top of these pine trees here and dropped me down here. A place you do not want to be on this hole. I have absolutely no line to the basket here. I'm just gonna have to pitch around these trees. All right, hole 4. Here's another pretty straightforward 300-foot shot. Just about anything will work. You could throw a forehand if that's your shot, straight at it, or try to do the hyzer. For me, that's anything around 300 is almost always a harp. Today I'm going to throw my new and most overstable harp. This is in the 18 medium, so it's a little bit softer than the rest of my harps, so that's nice for the winter time. I'm just going to try to throw it wide out over the path and let it work right back to the basket. Went just a little bit long, but I'll take a 10-foot comeback here all day. Definitely the best tee shot I've had yet today. Okay, hole 5. This one's just a big crush across this field. You can't really see the basket over there, but it's just all the way across this long field. And then whatever approach shot you're left with. For big crushes, I always go with my Ballista Pro. I've got this disc member recycled plastic Ballista Pro and my gold line Ballista Pro today. This one's a little bit flippier. That's what I'm gonna throw today because there's no wind. I'm gonna see if I can get a long turn on this and really get one out there. A little low, but pretty good. So I didn't quite get all the turn I wanted, but it still ended up fine. I've got about probably 120 feet here to the basket. I'm gonna throw my DX Birdie. It's a disc that I can throw super straight and trust, and whenever I'm kind of trying to give it a half run at about this distance, this is the disc I go for. I'll just throw it right at the basket. Ended up just outside 25 feet long. That's the risk that you run when you try to run those eagles. So now I better make it or I'm gonna look foolish. This tee shot is just a big crush around the corner here, a big hyzer, and then usually a pretty routine up and down from there. Hopefully that's what happens today. I'm going with my Defender. It's really overstable. I know I can crush it out there flat. It's going to fight its way around the corner and will not turn over at all. So that's what I'm looking for on the shot. I'm throwing it. Definitely didn't get the distance I wanted, but it got a couple nice skips to the left, so it's still a pretty comfortable distance here for the approach. Probably about 250 to 270. And that's in that comfortable harp range for me, so I'm gonna go again with my new, most overstable harp. Definitely too tight on that one, and got a little bit of a skip to make it even worse, but still inside the circle, so we're gonna look to make the putt for 3. Okay, hole 7. Tee sign says 320, but nobody who's ever played here believes that. This hole is definitely over 350. Downhill though. I'm going with my Big Z Buzz again. I have a tendency on this hole to really try to throw it too hard, and I end up yanking it over into the woods on the right. Today I'm going to really try to focus and throw it on hyzer and just trust the glide of the disc to get there. Definitely the worst shot that I've thrown in a while on this hole. Was not comfortable on that tee pad and also just yanked it. But got a nice favorable kick to not end up in the woods, so easy approach here for par. Going nice and soft birdie here. Not a good layup either. This hole ends up being my bane a lot, so walking away with a 3 is okay. And hole 8. This is one, it's just sitting up on the hill over there beside the track, just to the right of the fence. This is one that in the summer, I usually go for the 2, and in the nice weather, if there's not any wind, I can usually do it with a decent amount of frequency, at least get close. But with it being so cold and the tee pad being muddy, it's going to be a real challenge today. But I'm going to throw my nice overstable ballistic pro, just rip it out there and see how close I can get it. I got that up a lot higher than I wanted to, so it kind of died and hyzered at the end, but I'm actually pretty happy with that for winter time. It's still right on line, right here just short of the basket, about a 40-footer. Gave it just enough to creep over the lip. That's my first 2 on hole 8 of Barron this year and this winter. Happy with that. I didn't show you a tee sign for this hole because the tee sign is completely wrong for the actual hole. This is a par 3. It's about 200-ish, 30 probably. So shot right through the woods here, and then it finishes to the right. So a nice forehand hole or a backhand hand hyzer can give you a look too. I'm going to throw my Big Z Buzz again. That's what I'm really comfortable throwing this disc forehand. I'm just going to kind of work it on some hyzer and let it work from left to right and hopefully finish near the basket. That was a bad release. I still need a lot of work on my forehands. So it ended up jumping over this wall and going over here. So I've got a pretty long and very obstructed look if I want to get my 2 here. Hard to give it the height over there, and I'm not very good at straddle putts, but I gave it a almost passable run, so taking my par. So I decided to do something a little extra here at the end and try something that I've wanted to try for a while back on hole 6. Hole 6, though it's listed as a par 5 on the tee sign, obviously anybody who knows it's not really a tournament. Par 5, 650 feet with nothing in the way is a pretty routine par 4 for a tournament. But I kind of wanted to try making it a real par 5 and maybe even a little bit extra par 5. So I'm going to go all the way to hole 7's basket. I'm thinking it's going to be close to, if not 1,200 feet. I just want to see how close I can get in 3 shots, and yeah, maybe I'll make the putt for 4, and I'll be really, really happy. I'll be happy with a 5. I'll be really happy if I can get the 4. So let's see. All right, I'm going to try my S-Line ED3 here, the IRO. It should be a little bit more stable than my Ballista Pro, so I'm hoping that I can really rip it, get it around the corner, and get some good distance on it. So let's see how it works. I think that ended up pretty good. Definitely a little bit tight to the trees, so we'll have to see how the lie is, but it got a couple skips and really got around the corner, so let's take a look here and see. Oh yeah, there it is right there. Awesome. That's might be as far as around the corner as I've ever gotten on this hole. That's awesome. If I was playing to the normal basket, I'm inside 200 feet here, so pretty easy up and down, but I'm trying to get around that corner. There's that big tree there. I gotta get just to the right of that, and there's an opening. Let's give it a shot. For this shot, I'm gonna go back to my defender. I really need it to fight left so that I can get around that corner. I don't want it to go too straight or I'll end up in the woods. If I can get past the tee for hole 7, then I'll be really happy. Because obviously obviously it's possible to get up and down from the tee. Not that I do consistently, but it is possible. So that's what I'm hoping to do, get past the tee, kind of finish out in the open field over there. Definitely left that big hyzer wider than I wanted, but depending on the lie here, it might be okay. Oh yeah. I came up just short of the tee pad, so. And it's nice because I'm further left, so I actually have a little bit more room to swing a hyzer. There's my disc. There's the basket. Yeah, a lot of room for the hyzer, so this is definitely possible from here. This footing's a little trickier than I kind of first said, but I'm going to go with my Onyx ESP. Hopefully, I can keep my footing and I'm just going to ride that right side as long as I can and let it swing back into the basket. Oh, that's pretty overstable, so that should be doable. All right, so that definitely wasn't the throw I was looking for. Really pretty though. I like those driving hyzers like that kind of don't flip up at all and just stay on hyzer the whole way, but not great for distance. I ended up about probably 60 feet short here. I'm thinking it might not be quite 1200, but over 1100 for sure. And I definitely want to try this again. I'm going to give this a run right now and see how close I can get, but definitely going to try this hole again and see if I can get closer next time. Really bad attempt. Definitely a pretty poor attempt to end there on my long putt, but I had fun. I'll try that hole again sometime and see if I can get a little closer and actually make the 4. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and maybe learned something about some of the thought that goes into how I choose my discs. Yeah, but stay tuned. I'll come up with some more ideas for more fun and interesting videos than this one, and I'll be hopefully posting again soon. So thanks guys.